we think social is an important long-term part of the strategy. It's not a big revenue generator today by any stretch of the imagination, but customers are clearly grappling with how do they integrate social into their everyday business dialogue, into their products that they're offering to their customers, and manage that moving forward.
Well, it's interesting, and I know that you've got a major deal with the electronics giant Phillips, and can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, so we're very excited about the Phillips Opportunity. This is a new relationship for us, based out of continental Europe, and really is an opportunity for us to work with Phillips on what their global IT strategy is across their business offerings. So they're obviously in many business lines, healthcare, consumer goods, lighting, et cetera.
Right.
And so they will be partnering with Cognizant to look at managing their IT roadmap across the globe and across their service offerings. And this is really an example of not only a large-scale transformational deal that we're very excited about, but also the type of deal we've been talking about that for continental Europe we see as really the future. So as customers look to changing their business models based in continental Europe and really looking for those long-term transformational deals, this is a great example of that.
And do you think that, given the level of uncertainty there is in Europe around economies, I mean, will that feed into European companies' use of business process outsourcing?
So I think, Europe is weak.
Yeah.
And for Cognizant, historically, a big portion of our revenue in continental Europe has been discretionary spend.
Right.
And that does tend to be more cyclical depending on the economic environment. What we are seeing, though, is customers in continental Europe really look to transforming their business, looking to doing more outsourcing, traditional outsourcing deals, which could include IT as well as BPO services and other service offerings, consulting, infrastructure services, and so forth. We're really seeing that dialogue start to happen. Our pipeline is certainly growing in continental Europe. It's just the labor dynamics and the dynamics of the market in Europe tend to make it a little bit longer to actually get those deals to fruition. Okay,
interesting. And what about in terms of actual workforce and headcount? I mean, are you hiring at the moment? I know that traditionally Cognizant has been been quite a strong recruiter of IT staff within the United States. What does that look like for you at the moment?
So we continue to hire across the globe.
Right.
We added net headcount of 4,700 people in the second quarter of this year. So we're up to over 145,000 people across the globe. So our hiring plans are on track. And we are constantly looking for talent. If you keep in mind that in the United States, IT unemployment in particular is actually very low. It's in the very low single digits, sort of 2-3%, and was even during the recession. So finding IT labor can obviously be a challenge, but we're always looking for ways to identify that labor and continue to groom talent. We have a very robust college hiring program in the US as well as Europe and India, and we'll continue to grow that talent.
And kind of looking out into the next year or two, kind of what are the big key technology trends that you'll really be keeping your eye on? I mean, are we talking about big data here, or is it going to be more of the social and mobile cloud?
So I think in terms of technology trends, it'll really be big data, so analytics, and we have a very strong analytics and data warehousing practice already today, but we continue to see very good growth there, and we expect that to continue. I think cloud will become more important over time to our customers, and mobility and social as well. So I think really the entire service offering and how you can bring a solution that really solves a problem for a customer will become more and more important.
Okay, that's great. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This market is fueled
stock pickers market.
Stocks have rallied this year.
We're coming into a Monday where we're going to